Okay, hopefully this will start working in a sec. Go there. I think that one's going. This one seems to be going. Just tap, tap. There it goes. Okay. So, my only question now is why, if this one's working, let me restart. Bear with me a minute here. Almost have it. Yep, that seems to be working now. Okay. Okay. So, switch this over. I do want to check that I have subtitles on. There. Okay. And this is control. Hopefully. Oh well. Might have to change the brightness later. I didn't think about that. This is control. I like control. I like control a lot. Starts a little weird, just as a warning. One of these days I'm going to fix my squeaky chair. My only complaint with this game is some of the loads are a little long. Kind of forgot that. Tap that. Check that, make sure that's working right. Yep, that appears to be working. Okay.
Fair warning. This is gonna be weirder than usual. Can't be helped. You called me. So here I am. I know I shut you out sometimes. I'm always glad to hear from you. It's just that I get my hopes up. So many times it's led to nothing. I found nothing. It's like we live in a room, and there's a poster on the wall. We stare at it and we think that's the whole world. The room and the poster. The picture's something nice. A landscape, a famous person. Like in that movie, what is it called? The prison movie. The room's a cell, and the picture, it's different for each of us. It can be beautiful or terrible, but we're all transfixed. But it's all a lie. Something to distract us from the truth. They're lying to us. We're lying to ourselves. The room's not the world. The world is much bigger and much stranger. There's a hole hidden behind that poster that leads to the real world. We all feel safe in that room. But sometimes, Sometimes something crawls out from behind the poster. And the ones that see it happen freak out and try to forget what they saw. I'm here. Why did you bring me here?
Okay, I think she's done talking now.
Hello? Anyone here?
So, Federal Bureau of Control. First of all, they've made this look like a really good simulation of, your average government building. But man, oops. Yeah, the anything smart makes me laugh. Nothing in the security office, right? Really weird that, this place that's got all the security stuff is just kind of empty.
This seal. I saw it a long time ago. I keep seeing it in my dreams.
Okay, something else over here. The use of the redacteds is really good. Zachariah Trench is going to quickly become one of my favorite people in a video game ever. This guy's pretty good too. Yeah, we'll learn more about him. As is this one. Ooh, a little bit of pop in there. Yeah, wow. Huh. Okay.
Federal Bureau of Control. All these years I've been looking for them and they were hiding in plain sight.
Okay. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Something in here somewhere. It's a lot of redacteds. So now we're going to walk back out to that hallway. Look. Nope. Okay. Let's run back in. I missed something. Ah, yes, and I remember what I missed. I was starting to hear it. Okay. Here's where the game starts getting a little more interesting.
Hello? Hey, excuse me.
There you are. You are here about the job. Janitor's assistant. You need to go to the interview. Go that way to the elevator.
Thanks. Elevator that way. Got it.
Very good. I'm Ahti, the janitor, by the way. You'll work for me. You can say I sent you. If they don't hire you, you are no helvet. There be work for the axe. Take them behind the sauna, jumalauta.
Yeah. I've done enough night shift loner jobs to know it makes us come off weird. Ahti the janitor is a friendly face in my book.
Better than somebody with no face at all. think about it. No face.
But that said, I know what you're thinking. If there's an axe murderer around, that's him.
Yeah. Also, you might notice he commented on what you were thinking. Creepy, but Ate is one of my favorite characters. Okay.
The cell and the poster. I was 11 years old the first time I saw behind the poster. They told me I imagined it. I've been trying to pull it down ever since. Will you help?
Yeah, I finished this game just this past Saturday, actually. So I'm playing it again on my alt account because I really like it. It's got a bit of a slow, weird start, but when it gets going, it gets going. Nice, simple,
Did I lose you there for a moment?
bold font.
You know what's on my mind. My baby brother, Dylan. 17 years since the men of this bureau took him.
Also, let me just say, good-looking character model. No clearance to go in there. Funny. Can't go through that one. And this one, I don't think so. Oh, and the fact that they use mail tubes kills me. Then again, I used to work somewhere that had mail tubes, so, whatever. Pot kettle, I guess.
Shit. Shit. You want me to pick it up? The murder weapon? Really? And there goes the poster.
Objects of power can cause or be results of AWE's altered world events, intrusions upon the perceived reality. Now, the service weapon is, of course, a prime example of an OOP, a very powerful one. Ingrained in the Bureau's DNA, a key component in our prime candidate program. Come out of that Russian roulette a winner and you're it.
Look at this place. Where am I?
Come on. Climb up. maybe that way. Sorry. There we go. I punch you. There we go.
Okay, now I have a gun.
Yeah, you don't tell it to reload. It just when you get it, whenever you're not firing, you'll slowly reload. Which took me a while to get used to. I'm a type of person who likes to constantly be reloading in games. Charge just a little bit. Sure. And away we go.
Something's coming. This threat. An attack. Duty as director. Keep the Bureau safe.
Did you hear that? It's the dead man. Right after the pyramid looked him, and it was just noise, and I understood every word. And this gun's alive. You know what? I'm happy. Happy to be here. Things have quieted down outside. Is it safe to go?
Okay. So, if we look at the map, that should be a door. It's not. This place is wonderful.
You can't let this happen. 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 You stopped it. You... Oh, thank you. That was... horror. Get the fuck away!
Language. So this door doesn't open yet because it's still locked. I like how people just disappear like that. And I still don't have access to door 1. Okay.
The hotline. Secure line of communication. Guidance. Reach the hotline.
Yeah, Trench talks to
hotline.
everyone
So it's
once
the
in a
dead
while.
man. Okay.
Okay. That is good. Oh, here. This store is open and it's Central Executive. I love the title cards.
Hissing sound that tried to invade me earlier. The hiss. Burrowing into everything in this place. Is the hiss your enemy? Alright, it's our enemy. That babble's contagious. It burrows in like an infuriating melody that makes you hum it over and over.
Yeah, nothing really important there. This one's cute if I remember. Yeah, Sakurai Trench. As you kill things, you'll get case files. That's about the service weapon. And the multimedia is just Trench talking. I don't really need that. Yeah, the hovering people are weird. Seconds while my ammo starts to recharge. And later on you get other options. Goodbye. Before he comes after me, I quickly run into this blue darn it. Need to get to the blue stuff. The blue stuff heals you. My lovely coffee. Okay, stress. Actually, you know what? Before I do that, let's get in here and get whatever's in here. Okay. Pop these. I love how you do this. Basically upgrade materials and the like. Okay, we can do this. We can do this.
Hissing sound that tried to invade me earlier.
Yeah, blah, blah, blah.
The hiss. burrowing into everything in this place. Is the hiss your enemy? Alright, it's our enemy.
Go. Run. There, that's how you make her duck. I'd forgotten. No way. Ah! I'm so used to later in the game when you can be a little more braver. It's basically a cover shooter right now, but I want to get to the first upgrade because then things get better. I should look and see if I've got anything for the gun, actually. Yeah, I've always disagreed with it. It's when you're low on health, you know, sprint to get to a safe spot. No, they still shoot you. Okay, one more time. This time we're going to do it. I don't have any mods. Apparently I have a personal mod, though, so let's do that. It'll improve my healing.
The hissing sound that tried to invade me earlier. The hiss. Burrowing into everything in this place. Is the hiss your enemy? Alright, it's our enemy.
Don't throw grenades, you jerk. Okay, so now I can actually do what I need to do. Oh, no, there he goes. Back to the center here. Healing. Ducking. There.
Must cleanse control points. An enemy. Corrupt. Spreading.
Okay. So.
Cleanse the control point. What does that mean? Help me fix it.
This is a cool effect.
Holy shit. You did it. We did it.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Ah, Pope.
Are you with us?
I can't tell you how happy I am to talk to somebody sane.
The feeling's mutual. Yeah, I'm Pope. Emily Pope. Dr. Darling's assistant.
My turn. Should I lie?
Jesse Faden. I'm just visiting.
I should have lied.
Oh, shit. You're the new director. Hold on. We're coming out.
Director Faden.
Call me Jesse.
Okay, Jesse. I'm Emily. Look, somehow this hostile force, this
Hiss?
that works. Somehow the hiss managed to infiltrate the building without any warning.
And just like that, my name for it is official. The hiss. Like the sound of poison gas leaking in.
We're in full lockdown. It seems to have spread everywhere and to everyone not protected by an HRA. And, extraordinarily, you. You are the director, and that makes you special by definition. Trench is no longer the director, obviously. I'm sorry, I'm talking too much. This whole situation is just a lot.
Trench is dead. Shot.
Ah.
I found his body. And the gun.
Do I tell her it looked like a suicide?
The service weapon.
Also, and this can sound crazy, but he keeps appearing to me, saying things. It's hard to make out, but he told me to cleanse the control point, push the hiss out. The whole room shifted around.
You did that? And you entered the building when it was already in the lockdown before you became the new director? How?
I'm not ready to tell her about you yet.
A janitor let me in.
I love it. This is fucking unbelievable. I can't even... Look, Jesse, I have a million questions, and you probably have a million more.
Like, do you know my brother Dylan? Not yet.
But there's something I need to ask you to do first. If you can cleanse a control point, then you can maybe cure those infected or possessed by the hiss. Because if that's possible, our options are very different.
Emily Pope. I don't know her, but I like her already. She's the opposite of the faceless agency I've blamed for what happened to me for so long. But I can't trust her yet. Or rather, the Bureau she's a part of.
Yes. I can try.
I'm speaking for you, of course. We can try it together. Okay. You with me? We did it before. Push the hiss out.
Didn't seem to work.
It didn't work. The hiss burrowed too deep. Ripping it out rips them apart.
Let's double check that there wasn't items in there.
Jesse, over here.
Yeah, give me a sec.
We need to make a plan, Jesse.
There we go. Control points. Uh-huh. Nothing else? Okay.
I can't cleanse them.
I saw. It was worth a shot. Thank you, Director. Jesse.
I'm gonna tell her why I'm here. I'll risk it.
Listen, the Bureau was involved in an incident in my hometown, Ordinary, 17 years ago. The Bureau came in and covered the whole thing up. I've been looking for this place for a long time.
That's enough. Maybe that's too much already. I can't tell her about Dylan and the rest yet.
I've seen mentions of an Altered World event case dealing with Ordinary.
Yeah, gotta love a town
You were
called
at Ground
Ordinary.
Zero as a child? It was one of the big ones, and before my time. And very classified. I can try to dig out some old files for you. My boss, Casper Darling, would know, but he's missing. I think he knew this was coming, or suspected. He came up with the HRAs, the Hadron Resonance Amplifiers. I think they're what saved us. Or a few of us. And Director Trench would know.
Trench, the ghost, or whatever he is, he mentioned something called the Hotline. Said I should find it.
It's another object of power, like the gun, an old Bakelite telephone. A direct line of communication between the director and the board. Maybe he can talk to you more clearly through that. I mean, Trench has years and years of experience. He might know how to destroy the hiss.
Where is the Hotline?
It's kept in the communications department through the mailroom. It's part of this sector, so we can access it even with the lockdown in place. We'll get the door open for you.
Okay, that's my next stop.
That's Tomasi's department. He's head of communications. I don't think he had an HRA. He kind of made a point about not wearing one earlier. Keep an eye out.
They call me the director. But that's not me. I'm not a director type. I'm not a leader. Why am I here? I think you already know. Yes, I came for my brother, but there are other reasons too. I said I was looking for answers, but I might never understand them. I'm not looking for proof. This is already it. More than enough. No matter what they told me all those years, I know it's real now. I didn't imagine this. I want to be a part of this world.
And launch the
What
Disney
scares
songs.
me shitless is that I finally found it. Only to see the hiss destroy it all.
This is on
Chivo.
YouTube, so don't hesitate to ask me anything you want to know. There are no stupid questions. The door to the comms department is just outside the boardroom back in the lobby. They should have gotten it open by now. Follow the signs to the mail.
Okay.
The hotline should be in the communications department.
Where did the hiss come from?
I'm not sure. You said the hiss was here when you entered. Did you see anything like that outside before you came in?
No. No, just inside.
The source is internal then. See, the oldest house is a sprawling complex with openings to other places as well. I don't even know where to start looking. But in the context, it's good news. The lockdown holds. The hiss escaping the building would be the end. Pretty shitty world out there if you ask me, but I wouldn't want the hiss to destroy it.
With you on that, Emily.
Okay, that's enough for now.
Thanks, Emily. I'm sure I'll have more questions soon.
Just let me know.
Emily Pope is one of my favorite characters in the game, along with Ate. Okay, so this is also how you can recheckpoint at places. Oh, and can I just point out that there is a nostalgia department? I love that.
There it is again. Our welcome message.
I still don't have access one, right? No. One thing you have to be careful with this game is sometimes if it hasn't fully loaded in a room, you can fall through an environment. Stuff. Ah, the ocean view. That's going to become a relevant thing soon. Yeah, the floating people are always creepy. It says... Oh, okay. I don't want to go...
It's overpowering here. You don't want me anywhere near it. With you on that.
More people. I can hear them. There they come. See? Where are you hiding? Aha! How dare you fall over and be harder to hit? Waiting for it to reload. There we go. There's not always something in the washrooms, but there's usually something in the washrooms. Blah. Dead letters. Oh yeah, okay. Heading the right way now. There's gonna be a control point in here somewhere if I remember. I just don't remember where it is. That. Oh, a shielded guy. This will get better when I get stuff to throw at him. Ah! Wait. Yeah, they'll charge their shields back up by hiding. Later on, you find better ways of dealing with these guys. For now. There. You just whittle down their shields. It's a locked door. Hear them. Come on, where are you? The control point is I can kill these guys. And more of the pretty. As everything shuffles back to where it was. Let's do this door first. Oh, hehehe.
Just look at it. 8 inches wide and capable of storing a whopping 80 kilobytes. Stolen by our friends at the CIA, the disk held the launch codes to Soviet nukes. This is not the disk, of course, but one exactly like it. A perfect fusion of concepts vibrating in the Cold War era collective unconscious. A receptacle. It is a receptacle for dangerous energies to hone in on. And they did. We don't have the details, but when things started flying around the disk, it was transferred to us. It's an object of power. OOP. Oops. Oh, and it can launch things telekinetically through the air. To date, we've launched maybe 3 dozen pencils. And once, we even launched a cup.
So that's Starling. He's a nut. But he's kind of funny.
Communications. We're on the right track.
Nothing in this one. Yeah, you remind us of home that the
Object of power. Looks like the piss have latched onto it. We need to cleanse it.
this way. So this way. This way. And now I'm going to learn the thing that's good against a lot of shielded enemies.
It's harder to hear you when I'm here. It's like the channel's been changed. The board's in charge here. They're pyramids in Bureau Seal. Are they really the ones pulling the strings? I'm not their director. I'm no one's director.
I do like doing that. Just carry this with me. There's the one over here, yep. Get rid of him. Now things look a little easier.
There you are. You were gone. Cut off. I got it. Just like you wanted, right? This will help me fight the hiss.
See? Much more effective against the shielded guys. concrete out. Screw you and your rockets. Later on, you learn to fire the rockets back at them. That's real cool. Super satisfying when you do a return to sender. A lot of the items I'm picking up are just things that help you upgrade yourself later.
Emily said that the hotline can be reached through the mailroom.
There we go. Pick that stuff up. No. Yeah, maybe I need to fix the control point first.
This must open the door.
Yeah, I now have access level 1. This area kind of sucks, because this guy's kind of hard to fight.
They can fly now. Great.
Hurt a little bit. Now I'll start spawning more dudes in. Ouch. Wait a bit, my health will slowly recover just a little bit. Miss. Coward. If I try to make my way downstairs... be able to get some of the health he's dropping every time I shoot him. But first I have to kill at least one of these guys. Yeah, that's a little better. run, 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 run. Run. Like it better later when you get dash. There we go. And now he's gonna run away. Because he's a coward.
I have a feeling he'll be back. Let's stay focused. The hotline should be past the mailroom.
All right, take this down. The situation in Cuba has been evaluated by the relevant authorities. The mysterious illness affecting the staff at the U.S. Embassy in Havana was caused by sonic weaponry in the hands of a foreign power. Numerous personnel have damage to the inner ear, but most are expected to make a full recovery. Of course, the event also damaged their cellular walls, but we can't blame that on some stupid noise gun. Thank God no local doctors examined them first. Honestly, what are the odds an alternate item would show up inside a U.S. embassy? Talk about good luck, huh? So much easier to... Hey, are you still recording this?
Alberto Tomasi, head of comms. The hiss got him. The hotline can't be far now.
Yeah, the quiet ringing slowly annoys me. I'm rather of the opinion that why doesn't somebody just answer the damn phone?
The Ocean View Motel and Casino. Dream logic. The light switch cord. Door marked with the black pyramid.
So, this cord deals with the rule of threes. So, we get up close, we pull it once, we pull it twice, we pull it 3 times.
Whoa. Have we been here before? No. I've stayed at a lot of roadside motels across the country, on the road, on the run, under the radar. This feels like all of them, like something recognized from a dream.
All doors are closed. So,
Hello? Anyone here?
nope. Okay, so we'll ding the bell again. Because we're looking for a key. That opens the middle door. Still not seeing a key. This place does look like a lot of motels I've stayed at. So, rule of threes. Look, we found the key.
Has a black pyramid on it.
So ignore all this stuff. We go back to that door with the black pyramid on it. And there's a light switch. 1, 1, 2, 3. Ah yes, another astral plane challenge. Every time you touch an object of power or an oop, you have to do one of these things. After a while, they get a little tedious. So those things suck. You can't really hurt them, and they can kill you. Yep. Okay, hold on. The good thing about this area is it usually just resets you. Doesn't do the whole load thing, because again, this game's loads are a little onerous. I can hear the phone ringing. I can hear the phone ringing. I can hear the phone ringing.
It is a phone. It's an object of power. It doesn't connect to any typical network. A direct line to the astral plane and the board. And my hypothesis is, under the right conditions, to other planes of existence as well.
A director needs a team. My management team. These people know the secrets of the Bureau as well as I do. Some even better. Darling, Tomasi, Salvador, Marshall. Marshall especially, my head of operations. She sees right through me. She knows I don't like relying on people. The only person you should fail is yourself. But things change when you become director.
I have it. The hotline. I can reach Trench. Well, listen to him. He's an echo with important info. I need to get back to Emily. People react strongly when I tell them about you. Is it too soon to tell Emily? She might be able to help.
Door that wasn't here earlier. Love when this place changes. Because look, now that hallway that's off the director's office is right there. This is my health. You know what? Just do this. It's always an instant heal.
Jesse, did you get the hotline? I mean, how is it out there? The comms, the hiss? Sorry, you made it. Glad.
Emily?
Let's talk.
Of course.
I got the hotline. I can make out what Trench is saying now.
Incredible. What did he say?
He talked about his management team. People who knew the Bureau's secrets. Your boss, Darling. Tomasi, but he's gone. His gone. Salvador?
He's the head of security.
And Marshall?
Helen Marshall is head of operations. She's tough, ex-CIA. She took her Rangers and went to the research sector to secure the HRA production. She hasn't come back.
Someone who could help us. The other sectors. How do I get there?
It's impossible because of the internal lockdown. You can perform a directorial override to lift it, but that can only be done in the maintenance sector. Normally, you take the sector elevator down there. It connects all the sectors, but it won't work while the lockdown is in effect.
We already got past one lockdown. Maybe I can find a way.
Jesse, look, with no prep, no training, in this extreme situation, you are doing phenomenally well. And all that and the hiss can't seem to affect you. I mean, I would love to run some tests on you. If you agree, that is. We could find out something that would help us.
Tests? I don't know. She might find out about you. But I wouldn't mind understanding more myself. Okay. If you think it will help.
Great. I'll check the internal documentation for any lockdown bypasses. We need to get these sectors open to locate Darling and Marshall.
And I'll look for a way inside the maintenance sector. The sooner we find one, the sooner I reach this override.
Yeah, as you get more powers, this game gets cooler.
Hi, Jesse.
No, that's important.
Thanks,
right now.
Emily. I'm sure I'll have more questions soon.
Just let me know. Do you hear that? Someone's singing. Where's it coming from?
Singing? Sounds like it's coming from the elevator.
I heard the hiss attack the power plant. Brings up a lot of new questions. Are there...
Mm-hmm. There we go.
Communicating? Coordinating?
Let's see if I got the stuff to upgrade. Nope. Okay.
What about the plant attracted them?
The power plant is largely confidential. No use guessing the hiss's motives if we don't even know what kind of energy it uses.
What do you mean? It has to be a fusion reactor. There's no other way to create that kind of energy.
Time to work. Meet me in the maintenance.
Like I said before, the janitor is a friendly face.
Good old Ahti. This is one of the faster loads, but even this, I find any load where you can sit and think and look at your phone and check Twitter and, you know, maybe check one of the other social medias, loads take too long. That said, the combat in this game is really satisfying. The videos are all really weird. The characters are interesting. I don't know if I'd go as far as to say the ending's disappointing. I just don't think it resolves anything, really. It does, but it doesn't. But there's 3 DLCs. One's out already. There's 2 paid ones coming out next year. I'm excited to play more of it next year.
The maintenance sector is the janitor domain. If I can find Ahti here, he can help me reach the override. Maybe it was you who got me into the oldest house with the lockdown on. Maybe it was Ahti. It felt like he made the elevator appear that took me to Trench's office. Is Ahti guiding me too? The directorial override is right there, in the control room. How do we get there?
Wait a sec, see who else comes running. See? Jerk. See, I knew there was another one coming. I still find that a really cool effect. Oh, the janitor's across this thing. Free access towards the janitor's office.
What's down that way?
Sure.
Ugh. This place makes me nauseous.
I'm gonna learn how to dash.
Object of power. How do you think it got down here?
Oops, missed. Oh no, I didn't. Okay, good.
A carousel horse. Why is kid stuff always so creepy?
It's true. So now I've got evade. Man. Oops. I hate the evade tutorial because it's kind of slow. Oops. Okay, we're gonna do it this time. Go. The gold ones that you can't attack.
Let's see the hiss keep up with me now.
Wait for another ability. This should put me back in the break room. Okay, so now we can go talk to the janitor. Because I know where to go. I knew that ability is kind of handy, so I wanted to get it.
Well done. You got the job. It's place for congratulations. Yippee, saatana. It happened in the last drop. I truly need an assistant.
Funny thing is, I've been a janitor. I'm more at home in that role than as the director. Only Ahti here seems to see that.
Yeah, hi, Ahti. Look, we need to get the lockdown lifted, otherwise I can't get to the other sectors. Can you help me get to the override?
Yes, yes. Easy peasy. It's just around the corner. But first, we need to get you working. Very small, couple of hours job.
Something tells me it's gonna be more than that.
Yeah, you think there's a dog buried in this? I can tell you are not yesterday's Krause's son. That's why you'll make a great assistant. Very well. I'll hit the facts on the table.
Love the way he talks.
This house has a vermin problem. A bad one. They've already messed up the cooling pumps. And the power generators of a power plant, perkele. And the pensioner inside is starting to feel the band around his head tighten. The situation needs to be fixed before the plant blows up. And we all disappear like a fart in Sahara.
Trying my best to keep up with this. Fix the coolant pumps and the power generators, otherwise the power plant will blow?
But don't you worry. I've left you clear instructions. You'll catch the end of the thread before I go to my vacation. The work's on the task board here. You can do later, when you have time.
Vacation? Right.
Yes, no one's gonna cancel my holiday or seat's gonna rattle. But don't worry at all. You'll take care of it and soon this crisis gonna be last winter's snow. You better go now, so you don't have to run with your head as your third leg. The door in the back leads to the plant.
The door in the back. That's great. Thank you, Ati.
Okay, so let's go pick up a side quest.
Yep. Burn the trash. Throw it in the fire. Burn it all. Burn it into a rain.
Unlock that.
Not
Okay, so what happens again if that thing blows up?
Power. Explosion. Too much. Director's duty.
He said duty. Ah, the merry-go-round horse. Got it. Thanks, Arish.
Dangerous out here, lady. But go see Chief Arish. He's just inside. He'll help you.
Ma'am! Hey! Chief Arish, FBC Security. Shouldn't you be...
They all have HRAs. We're on the same side.
My name is Jesse Faden. I'm here to perform the directorial override to get the lockdown lifted.
Yeah, Chief Arish, FBC Security. I'm just... Oh, hang on, you're the new director. It's a pleasure. Ma'am.
Let's skip the formalities, please.
Right. Faden, ma'am. Look, as you can probably tell, it's a bit of a shit show down here. We've been holding our ground, but whatever's gotten into our buddies has them wrecking the coolant pumps and the power converters. The NSC keeps overheating, and my crews keep getting shot before they have a chance to make any repairs.
NSC?
Good times.
Oh, sorry. Bureau jargon. It's what we call the power plant. You know, the big rumbling metal thing? Salvador, head of security, asked me to protect it in case of an attack. See, what's inside is dangerous. Dr. Darling seemed to know it would be a target.
Darling? He's here?
No, he came down a few days ago, before everything went to hell. He was out of it. Smelled like a bar mat. He was ranting about vulnerabilities and how he only had one large-scale HRA, but that he needed it somewhere else. Still, at least he gave us these personal HRAs before he left. Hey, did I mention that he was tearing his clothes off? Crazy dude.
Darling knew the hiss was coming.
Listen, I love playing 20 questions as much as the next guy, but we have got to get the water and electrical systems repaired before this baby blows. I'll have my guys unlock the doors out of here for you.
I'll take care of it. You stay and keep the hiss away from the plant if you can.
The hiss? That's what we're calling him? Well, that's catchy. Oh, listen, the radios aren't working, so if you find my boss Salvador out there, could you please ask him what the plan is? I'm sure he will have one by now.
I'll keep an eye out for him.
He sure has a lot
Good
of faith in his
times.
boss.
Try to stay alive.
We need those pumps and converters online.
She knows. She knows.
I just wanted to make sure.
Okay, so let's try to do it. I don't think it works yet, but it should checkpoint me at least. So coolant pumps, let's try heading there. Oh, I hate these guys. There we go. They tend to come straight towards you and then blow up when they get close. Helps when you know what to expect. Yep. Nothing worse than when you can hear them coming. Go away. Okay. There we go. Now I can get through the door.
Power cut. Replace the parts. Seems like my allergies might be bothering me just a little bit today. Yeah, I find in the early parts of this game they kind of at times set you with a few too many people and a few too few places to hide. There's a fight late in the game that puts you in a fairly limited room, and it's a frustrating fight. When I finally got through it, I was like, I never want to do that again, so. But then again, I do kind of understand how to do it better now. We'll see. That's why I checkpointed at this so that it would... Okay, so now I just gotta go fight the stupid explodey guys again. Because pretty much anytime you come through here, you're gonna fight some of those explodey guys. Oh, okay, good. It remembered that I got rid of them. Even better. Power. Replace the parts.
creamy ones. And there's one that's flying. I don't like the flying ones. Okay, we'll do the put in the control point, in the process heal. Slowly put everything back to where it should be. Let's go to the furnace quick. So remember, I had a mission. Burn the trash. So these radioactive looking barrels.
By trash, did Ati mean barrels full of hazardous biological material? Breaking some environmental regulations on waste disposal, but if that's what Ati wants, then I'll get it done.
My name is Dr. Pierce, lead researcher of the Parakinesiology Department. I believe that I've discovered a Code Omega paranatural entity residing within the Bureau itself, right under our noses. Darling refused to allocate me the budget or resources, so I'm taking matters into my own hands. Let this recording be the proof I need to convince them. The furnace can speak. It's been talking to me for some time now. Listen. Did you hear that? It's a sentient force capable of communicating. I checked, and there's no record of ever installing this furnace. I believe it.
Good enough. I don't need to listen to her ramble. Barrel number 2. A couple down there. Let's just cheat. Barrel. Oh, there's another one. Okay, we're good. So it's 4, I think. Can't remember if there's 4 or 6. There's at least 1 or 2 more. Okay, so that one over there. And looks like I'm missing one. Where is that last barrel? Where can it be? Oh, here. Aha. presto changeo, we have all the barrels. Okay. Now we can go back to the main mission. Wasn't a far deviation. It was a great way to get some points that I'll be able to allocate shortly. Well, actually, you know what? Here, I can allocate them here. Definitely do another one of those. And another one of those. Seems like a good start. Oops. Okay. Oops, and one more thing. Work on my personal mods now. No, actually, okay, that's fine. Okay. Now we can go for the coolant pumps.
Oh, this place is gonna come down.
There we go. Switch weapons. Okay, yeah, that's the one I've got. Hee hee. This end. Down after me. Coward. Oops.
Shit. What now?
My old enemy, the clock, is blocking the pipes. You need to deal with that shit. He is very clever. He's trying to sneak in. We got him caught with his hand in the fish trap. Getting rid of him.
Shoot him in the glowy bits.
What the hell is that? Oh, that's the most disgusting thing I've ever seen.
Nothing there. Oops. Hey, why'd this thing go to sleep? Hold on. Never understand why this thing will just go to sleep on its own. Tap me. There. Okay, that one's signed back in again because I don't know what it does, but... Okay.
We need to fix this thing ASAP.
It's done. Back here, you jerk. That's the one I want.
There go the pipes. Nothing more satisfying than manual labor.
I could hear at least one of those guys. They're weird and creepy looking and they explode. Not a thing. So just realize, if you're weird and creepy looking and you explode, it will not be your fan. Shots, I just do not see where they're coming from. There you are. There we go, now I can leave. Nope. Okay, there's got to be at least one more hiding somewhere. Yep, there he comes. There we go. That's better. Okay, so energy converters is next, which energy converters? Okay, I'm gonna have to look. Uh-huh. I heard you.
Let's put him down.
Working on it. Oh, these guys have rockets. I hate these guys. There we go. Saw that. That was a rocket. Collectibles. Okay. Okay, NSC energy converters is this way. That's elevator. That's central maintenance. There's NSC. Was oh, it's one of the explodey guy. No, that's the flying guy. Jerks. Okay, well, let's try to at least get to the end of the NSC stuff, and then I'll call it a day. But because we're getting close to my 2-hour stream window. As I say, I do really enjoy this game. I just wish the load times were a little less egregious. Remedy makes good games. Okay, here we go. Loady, loady. Well, we've already done that stuff, I think. This time before I go back down, I should probably hit the circle. that last time. To him. Okay, energy converters, ho.
I don't like that sound.
It's fried apple. You need to fix it before the whole thing inside the plant has a shit fit.
I love listening to Ati talk. I don't know what language he's supposed to speak. Anybody else? Oh yeah, lots of enemy boxes. Second. Whatever's in here. Not much in there. Maybe one of the, yeah. Go. Who's shooting me? Battery. I'm gonna need it. As I said, battery, because I'm gonna need it. Another one. I just have to go find the third one again. I do love throwing things at people. All these people, they're looking for curtain posts. Go away.
Let's go lift the lockdown.
Oh, yeah, that thing. If I thought there was more interest, I would read more of the documents, play more of the videos. I know that just slows everything down. So that's why I'm trying not to do it. When I played through the game, I was constantly... This is kind of cool, actually.
That's it. The other sector should be open now. I think it's time I told Emily why I'm here. I'll risk it.
Okay, so we'll do that quick and then I'll
should
probably
get to
call
know
it.
each other.
So fast travel. Only because it's faster than running there, even with the slow load. Yeah, I've never understood the point of the board countermeasures. It's just extra stuff to do. Didn't really do anything for me when I've done it. Okay, anytime now. Don't make me go check my email. Go ahead. Do it. Load. There it goes. It's finally starting to move. There we go. Those.
Pope has asked us to document this.
Jesse, you made it. And you lifted the internal lockdown.
Listen, Emily.
Screw it. Just tell her.
I haven't been completely honest. I have a younger brother, Dylan. When we were kids, we found an old slide projector in Ordinary's landfill. The slides created doorways to other places. Bad things happened. Came through.
That's all she gets. The rest stays locked inside.
But we found help. Through one of the doorways, we met something. A being.
A being? What kind of being?
It's hard to describe, but she helped us. We managed to turn the projector off. The bad things that came through the doorways were gone. After that, your people came. Tried to grab us. I ran away. They got Dylan.
I left him behind.
Bureau agents took your brother?
Yes. You covered it up. No one believed me. I just want to find Dylan. I've been looking for him ever since.
What happened to the slide projector? It sounds like another object of power.
I thought you took it. The Bureau. Along with Dylan.
I've never heard of it. But around here, I assume everything's classified. You know, I looked into the ordinary AWE case files after you mentioned it. Trench and Darling were both involved. A large area of the containment sector was reserved for it. The case hasn't been active for a long time. I have no idea if anything's still there. Can you tell me more about this being you found?
Let's hope you two get along. She's been with me ever since Ordinary. In my head. She led me to you. I call her Polaris.
As in a guiding star. Did Polaris know about the hiss? If she got you in here in spite of the lockdown, she's very powerful. Which may help explain your test results. Your readings are incredible, Jesse. Now, cross-referencing them with the database, I found 2 matches in Darling's old classified files. Unfortunately, I can't access them beyond the file codes. But one was P6, referring to a prime candidate for a potential future bureau director. This was logged years ago.
Dylan. Is that Dylan?
The other match is on something called Hedron, which must be connected to these Hedron resonance amplifiers somehow. All I know is that Marshall went to the research sector to secure the HRA production after the Hiss first attacked.
So, Marshall seems like our best lead on Dylan. I need to go after her. How can I get to the research sector?
Use my keycard. The sector elevator will take you there.
Marshall is the next step. What Emily told me about Ordinary, my powers being connected to things in the Bureau's past, I am so close to something. Do you feel it? Something's coming.
We take turns to come for a visit. I helped you. You owe me now. And when time comes, I will come calling.
They say the new director can launch objects up to 20 feet.
Bullshit. We've never...
Let's see. Just throw it there, because more health is never a bad thing. And then
Recording
collect
any
it.
distance over 5.
So.
Obviously, you never read the P6 data.
Okay. So. Let me just do this. Okay, so I'm going to end this the way I always do. It's been fun replaying through this. Sorry for the deaths, but the game's a little harder at the beginning than it is by the end when you've got more of the powers. That said, I'm Darker Q. This has been Control. I'm going to end the way I always do with be good to each other. The world is becoming a dark place. Take care and have a good day. Oh yeah, and check out Control. It's a fun game.